Hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I am your host, the amazing Super Chris. Thank you for joining me today. It's Friday. We're doing Sci-Fi Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope. I believe Ryan has possibly seen a movie. If she hasn't, we'll talk about something else. But if she got the chance to see a movie, we'll discuss that in just a few minutes. It's going to be a fun show. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. I'm looking forward to the weekend, and let's do the thing. The ship has been damaged. I'm adrift. No help in sight. At least life support's working. Okay, so much for life support. At 2 communications. At least if I'm going to die in the deep, dark black of space, I can watch the Daily Atheist Morning Show. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Yes, I have my wonderful co-host Ryan here. There she is. Look at that. Look at all.
Hello.
The Daily Atheist Morning Show, live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. All right. Good morning, everyone. We've got Ryan. Ryan, how are you doing today? Let's see how.
Hello there. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you ready for me? Look at you. You're blue.
Oh, what is happening this morning? Earlier I had a rainbow background. I don't. My. Sorry, guys. Don't know what's happening.
Well, no worries. We don't care. Good morning. You look fantastic. Are you ready for the weekend? Got any big, huge plans?
Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha. Me too.
I'm ready, willing, and able for this weekend.
All right. I'm glad to hear it. Good morning, Amy Nicole Cervantes, Rainbow Ash, Ember. Good morning, Ember. John Hudson is here. Likes titties and rock and roll. Who doesn't, right? Equus is here. What type of work do you do, if you don't mind sharing, Amy Nicole Cervantes? Let's see. Chemical Squirrel is here. Good morning, Chemical Squirrel. Hope you guys are all having a great week so far. Ryan, did you get the opportunity to watch the movie last night?
Yes, we did. We watched it. It was a little scary. Yeah, it was a little scary. I jumped a couple times. A few times I had to just turn away because I didn't like the gore. Yeah. But I still liked it.
The gore can be much, but yeah. That's what you're signing up for with a movie like that.
Yeah, I mean, I expect some of it. It's not a bit, and it's weird. In real life, blood does not bother me whatsoever.
Really, but gore blood kind of does, huh?
Yeah,
interesting.
It's just the sentiment, I guess, behind what's happening.
And the Sam Neill guy who just comes off as just the sweetest neighbor guy that you could ever have. He just seems like a great guy. And so many times he plays these horrible bad guys in these movies, like that show yesterday.
The doctor, the scientist who created the ship.
Yeah, who goes crazy and pulls out his own eyes and all that stuff.
I know. Usually I like his character a lot, but last night I just wanted to. I would have murked him. I would have murked him probably almost immediately. I would have murked his ass.
Really? Yeah. Just because, right?
Just because.
Ain't nobody gonna know.
Truly out in space. I mean, if it's in a different the planet, different place in space, I don't think it counts. Just like it doesn't count if you're outside of your zip code or area code.
Right. It shouldn't count. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Kind of situation.
Exactly.
I understand. Cool. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie, but for its day, I want to say, because it's kind of old. And they did a pretty good job. Go ahead.
97.
Yeah. Did you ever get the opportunity to watch any of the Hellraiser series?
I don't think I watched that series. No, that might have been too much for. Yeah, that probably was too much for me at the time.
Yeah. Me too. Too much for me. I was a little kid. I just never could. I'm talking 6 or 7 when I had the opportunity to watch it. But apparently the person who created that series was involved in this or heavily influenced it or something like that. So pretty rough.
Yeah, back when those movies, I still kind of had I still kind of thought that could be real.
Right.
And yeah, I don't want to mess with that, thinking that, I really don't get I don't understand that belief now. It really doesn't make sense.
It might tempt your soul or any number of things.
Now, if anything, if I were a demon and I wanted to pull people to my side, I wouldn't do it through scary things. I would do it through like fun things that people want to do, that people are going to be drawn to. Like, that's kind of silly to assume that's how he's going to get you.
That's right. Well, that's true.
You think he's stupid? He's conniving. He's like the most conniving being.
He is. He's more powerful. I mean, he's coming at you from all directions. He's bringing you good stuff. He's bringing angels and demons and scary movies that are going to get you through the movies and all that stuff. He's more powerful than God because he's everywhere. He has influence over everybody all the time. And
he never left us. You know, God left us.
God left us.
He's incommunicado.
That's right. But he was like, bitches, I'm out.
Yeah, he was like, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
That's right.
And left us here with him.
But Satan's been a homie the whole time. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Secular Feelinist, thank you for the $2 super chat. Says, liberate tudum exum infernus. Give us all fire or something. I don't know.
Liberate us from hell.
Liberate us from hell. There you go. Liberate us.
Yeah.
Give us. Well,
yeah.
Infernus. I don't like infernus. That's a good word. I dig that word now.
That is a cool word. I wonder. Oh, I guess when that captain said that, he had even started his first log or whatever. And he said something in Latin. So I guess that's just his thing. Because I was like, why? But maybe he's just geek for that kind of language.
One of the things I think is interesting is that oftentimes in movies that concern the devil and Satan and the church and all that business, oftentimes the demons speak Latin. It's a Latin thing. So apparently throughout history, right? It is. Throughout history, they just like stopped at this one point and decided, you know what? This is the shit we're going to talk from now on. Latin.
Like why?
Yeah. Why? Well,
they can understand every language. They can speak every language, but they want to speak Latin, a language that was made up in, whatever what century is Latin from?
Long time ago. Third BC. It's going to be a BC or kind of right around there. I don't know. It's long because I guess before that was this Tuscan. There was the Italian we know, I believe, comes from Tuscany, not just all of Italy. There's a specific part of Italy where they. Anyway, but yeah, Latin.
But maybe that makes sense because that's when the Vulgate came out and when they started to confuse all those words with one intentionally to make it sound like there was this place, this inferno called hell.
Gotcha.
So maybe that's why. Maybe that was. Maybe to him, he thought that was a breakthrough. He's like, I've figured it out. There's this actual place where all the demons reside and where you go if you're judged to be a bad person. Not sure, but dude was a couple fries short of a Happy Meal.
Yeah, true enough. I think a secular feelinist is onto something. This is Latin is more ominous. I do want to mention that it probably may have something to do with the Catholic Church still using Latin a lot. And their more hardcore stuff. I'm talking about the influences in modern culture, not how it started. I'm talking about, because why would movies think that demons speak Latin? Where would they get that? Well, probably from the Catholic Church, right? Because they rock around speaking the Latin all the time, I guess. But that was the whole point of, the Catholic Reformation and the reason why, Martin Luther posted the 95 Thesis was because of they wanted to be able to speak read the Bible in a different language other than the Latin. So,
right. More accessible. Nobody wants it to be more accessible. What's going to happen if other people can read it for themselves?
Yes. Real Talk says, I think there are people in this world who deserve hell. Agreed. Maybe not for all eternity, but agreed.
Hey, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Maybe like a day.
Yeah.
I could dig that maybe.
Yeah.
But any longer than that, I'd just be a bad person.
I wouldn't have to watch. Yeah. You would be a bad person, yet God is going to do it forever. God mean, God bad. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see. Godwin, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Left-handed Jedi says, I grew up with the Latin Mass. That probably has, again, something to do with it. All of our media is built upon culture. It's kind of, yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all. So let me ask you all, since we're doing sci-fi, there are other movies and series and universes and worlds that deal with the Catholic heaven and hell. If I were to actually do atheist reviews Christian movies, Event Horizon would be one of them.
Yeah.
Again, we're not talking all boring Kevin Sorbo kind of shit. There's some good movies out there that are really based in the notion that Catholicism is real and true, whole and true, that the heaven and hell represented there are actual and real. And there's quite a few different. Doom kind of plays into that as well. Have you ever seen Doom, the movie, or played the games or any of that business?
I'm not sure if I have.
Yeah. Good stuff all around. Let me go here. There we go.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. No. Well, Doom is kind of the same thing. In the movie, which I actually quite enjoy, it's got Dwayne Johnson in it and a couple other cool actors that I dig. But in the movie, it takes place on Mars, and they go over there, and it's not really hell. It's just like a chemical thing. But if you play the video game where the movie came from, it's hell. It's a portal to hell, and there's things that come through, and you actually go into hell and you defeat demons and all this business, and then you come back out of hell. And I mean, it's hell. There's a lot of things that we talked about. What John Constantine, the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, for movies, like, I guess it's a cool concept. Right. It's just that people take it, seeing it in movies, just seeing how it can be, like, what's the word? Geez, I'm thinking of. Oh, exaggerated.
Yeah.
Like, can't you in your mind go, I wonder if similarly, back in the day, they did the same thing and used their imaginations. And I don't know.
It's crazy talk. Talk.
Fun to watch.
Where you get this ring. Yeah.
Not to believe.
Have you seen End of Days? I think that's a Schwarzenegger movie, if I remember correct. He opens the movie in his apartment. It's like stupid early or stupid late. I don't remember which. Probably really early because it's dark outside. And he's a cop, and he gets up and he goes and like gets a piece of pizza and some really old crap and just throws it all in a blender and drinks it like a shake.
Ew.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. The Devil's Advocate is another good, interesting view of what the Catholics think hell would be like.
I think I do remember that movie, and I think I liked it. End of Days.
End of Days, yeah. End of Days. That was a good one. I thought that was.
I feel like it's one of the movies I've seen that I wouldn't mind seeing again, but I just could not remember what it was about. I do remember that Schwarzenegger was in it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Birth of the Antichrist.
The birth of the Antichrist. That happens a lot. The Omen.
We've got one right now.
True enough.
Several actually.
Yeah.
More. Lots of them.
Several indeed. Let me go over here and see what the hell is going on with my people. Hello, everybody. John Hudson. I build things for fun and profit. Yeah, John build. If you follow John on Facebook, you'll see he builds some very interesting, beautiful stuff. Like a rec room or something with like pillars and wood everywhere. It's really fantastical stuff. I don't know how he does it. I don't have the time or the brain power. I think it's probably his juicy meds. His Adderall is what gets it. How's yours doing, by the way?
So far so good. Yeah.
Good. That's awesome. I don't know. I'm still wondering about mine. We'll see. I'm almost out though, so I guess I got to get with the guide. See about getting some more. Let's since we can. I mean, we can bounce back and forth to the Event Horizon situation. However, you're also watching Stargate, so I'd be keen to know how it's going with you and Stargate. Where are you at?
Oh, okay. What was the last episode we watched last night? It was the robot girl that they found on the planet all by herself.
Mm-hmm.
And when they finally woke her up, as soon as they woke her up, I was like, there's something up with her connected to the replicators. And then when she gave Daniel a gift, the metal statue, and he was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, bro, you're not going to ask her how she fashioned a metal statue. Where did she get the metal from? How did she do it? Yeah. And then that was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
That was a really good episode.
You may not remember this, but sometime in the past, we discussed there's a very wide difference between Star Trek replicators and Stargate replicators.
Mm.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And there is a big difference. If you're talking to somebody who says, hey, what do you think of replicators? You're going to have to clarify.
Which ones?
Yeah. What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
she's like, they're just pets.
Yeah, they wiped out her entire civilization.
Yeah, and it was almost as if when they saw the pet the first time, they still didn't really get the connection.
It kind of seems that way, huh? I mean, when they finally snap, it's a full-blown replicator in front of them.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, it was that was a good show. So you've gotten quite a ways into it. Have you? Okay. So those are the replicators. Oh, so the replicators, you got to see them crash. What are they called? The big ship with the big pyramid ships into the ocean. Yeah. And you've met Thor, and you know who Thor is.
Yeah, I know who Thor is. Yep. And one of the recent episodes, they had to blow up an asteroid. Turns out the asteroid had a Naquita? Is that what Naquita in the core of it? Probably a trick from one of the lords or whatever. Yeah, and they used their shield to go through the planet. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, they did a good job. Samantha Carter is fantastic, huh? And she's a smarty person. She does smart stuff. I really enjoy her character and all the stuff they get to do with her.
I wanted to knock out the other scientist guy that was Rodney. He called her a dumb blonde.
He has a thing for dumb blondes. Yeah, Rodney.
I would have sucked him.
Now listen, I want to tell you this. You're going to think I'm fucking crazy, but Rodney is actually awesome.
The actor.
The character.
Oh, the character.
He's the actor too. The awesome. He's quite awesome. A lot of fun, and you'll get to see him more often throughout this show. And he's one of the main characters in Stargate Atlantis. He goes to Atlantis and leads the series over there.
Character continues.
Yeah. As you can see, he's really smart. He's kind of up there with her, and they're going to need somebody like that.
Oh yeah, he's definitely smart.
Yeah. So they're going to need, but
he's just an asshole.
He's just an asshole. He's a lot of fun. Yeah. And there's that one guy he had a beard and you didn't like him, Colonel Mayfield. He didn't have a beard, and eventually you'll get to like him. He's got a beard. He won't be on the other series, but he's pretty cool too.
Okay.
Real Talk asks if Ryan is Mexican.
I am Syrian Lebanese. And then a bunch of other things. I'm Irish as well.
Isn't everybody?
If you couldn't guess.
If you're from the South like me, everybody's part Choctaw. Like I got 1/6 Cherokee in me or some business. Everybody.
I know. I know. Everybody says that. It's so weird.
Yeah, so it's just kind of a thing. A lot of people don't realize that the Irish were enslaved too for quite a while. I mean, literally enslaved bodily. Yeah. They were enslaved for quite some time. The soulless gingers, the little soulless gingers.
And they were getting treated like crap in Ireland by the old Catholics. Oh my gosh.
That's the whole thing. They were being starved to death by the English. They had plenty of food, but the famine and all that stuff didn't have as much to do with not having food as much as it did to have with the English were taking all the food.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, they starved them out. The English took the food so they could feed their people. And that had more to do with the famine than
were their people starving or something?
No. No, wow,
right.
That's crazy talk.
They just wanted them to.
They just get it from where they can, you know. The deal is the problem. The problem really is they don't see them as their own. They didn't see them as their own. Their wall of who we are didn't include those people. You know, you had North Londoners and South Londoners. There's no way North Londoners would have been able to do to South Londoners what they were doing to the Irish. However, if the Irish were part of the group, like let's say they're East Londoners, then all of a sudden they would be just as. It's just we're weird. We're just weird and stupid.
Very, very stupid. Seriously, stupid.
I've often said I'm not as dumb as I look, but especially on the whole, we actually quite are. I'm just saying. But yeah, let me check our chat here and see if people have thoughts on our Stargate. Wait, is this Stargate SVU or SGIS? Stargate SVU, Stargate. I don't know, IS. I don't know what you're talking about, Ember. I'm sorry.
Huh?
If you mean Stargate Universe, we weren't talking about Stargate Universe. And there's another Stargate show after that they created that's called Stargate something. I don't remember. And it's like a little tiny series and it involves the woman. You remember the woman who helped him discover the Stargate at the beginning of the show, the old lady?
Yeah.
Okay. They made a little series with her back in like her 20s where she's doing the Stargate, going everywhere, despite the fact that in the show, she never knows about the Stargate, never knows they got it open, never traveled. Anyway, right. So she in her 20s and it's like total girl boss. What do you call it? Not girl boss. Mary Jane. That character thing where it's like she does everything. She solves everything.
Right.
Yeah. It's like she's Jack, Sam, Daniel, Teal, all in one. And there's other guys that are there.
She's like a Jack Bauer.
It was actually listed as one of the top, what are they called? Mary Sue, top Mary Sue shows in the list that whenever I was first reading about them. I didn't even really know about Stargate, whatever that one was, until I read about that. Let's see if Ember responded and clarified. Nope, I don't see that. So, yep. Equa says, I've never watched either Stargate or Event Horizon. Really? Yeah, they're both good stuff.
I enjoyed.
Yeah, very much so. Go over here. So let me see. Where are you guys at in your thing? Now, I don't remember the name of that episode or what the girl was called.
Oh, shoot. I can't remember her name. The actress looked familiar, like I've seen her in other things.
The android girl, it says. Reese was her name. Cool.
Reese, that's right.
I'm not seeing the episode yet. Why are they so jerky like that?
Episodes pulled up.
There we go. Menace, season 5. Wow, you guys are burning right through it. Episode 19. You guys are just, wow, that's awesome. Season 5 already.
Episodes. Where's the episodes?
Episodes. Let's go here. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop.
All right, you said we're in 5?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't even know it's, when you're just watching them back to back.
Yeah, 519 is where you guys are. So,
sheesh, we really are going.
Yeah, I know. Enemies is where they crashed Apophis' ship on Earth. That wasn't that when. Yeah, I think that was. Yeah. That's a good one. That's good shit right there. Enemies. All right, so Ascension was good. That's how you see some ascending people. The Fifth Man was an interesting. Yeah, these are some good stuff. Red Sky was a good one. Rite of Passage. The Beast of Burden. Ka Danielle. Ka Na Danielle. Now, if you hang out at Star Trek conventions, Star Trek conventions, or Star Trek cruises even, you will see people dressed as Stargate. And the reason for that is because of the Doctor from Star Trek Voyager. He'll show up, if he hasn't already shown up, in Stargate SG-1. He'll go on to be a part of Stargate Atlantis.
Right.
And so a lot of people are just kind of fans of him. Interesting.
So they just kind of cross it over.
They just, yeah. Yep.
We saw the Tok'ra base get demolished. Why haven't the Tok'ra given them the crystals? Like, why can't they share the crystals with them?
Because the Tok'ras are douches. I don't like the Tok'ra. They're just jerks. I don't like them. They're not good.
They've helped a few times recently, which was like a shocker, but I'm still like iffy on them.
Have you seen the Wormhole? Well, you did see Wormhole Extreme, and that's their 200th episode, I think, is what it was.
That was funny. I enjoyed that episode with the guy. Oh, he passed away. The quirky actor. He
did, didn't he? Martin.
Yeah,
who played Martin?
Martin, right? Martin the Martian.
He did pass away. Let me go here. Why is that set that way? I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a good episode. Now, if you've ever seen, and you probably haven't seen Farscape. Wait a second. Oh, okay. You haven't. Okay, never mind. Different thing. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. You're not that far ahead.
Not there yet. Okay.
Remember, I told you there are characters that come from Stargate over to Star Trek, or I'm sorry, from Farscape over to Stargate. Farscape to Stargate. Okay. Yeah, but that's like season 9 or season 10, so you guys got a way to go.
Oh, we're a little ways away yet.
The episode called The Summit, with the really skinny blonde chick with the red hair, who's got the little head, the tiny little neck, and the little head,
curly
like
hair.
Head. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I have no problem with the actress. I'm sure she's a wonderful person, all that business. I don't like her. I can't stand her. No matter what episode she's in, I just don't like her. I don't know why. She's just one of those people.
That was a fun episode, but where Daniel Paul, and I knew he would. I knew he was going to pause when and not release the chemical when he saw her.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it worked out that they didn't, because had he and all those lords died, then that would have made the vacuum with which one is it? Anubis would have risen.
Anubis.
I'm not sure if I've met Anubis yet. I don't think we've met him yet.
Anubis is I don't think. Yeah, you have. You might have. Let me see. I don't know if you have or not yet. Just, you're getting close. Anubis is. Remember, there's the devil. The where they go to the
yes, where he pretends to be the
right. Eventually, Anubis kills that god and takes over his place. I screwed up. I don't even remember that god's name, but Anubis consolidates. He does a lot of stuff.
Okay.
He's hooded and very creepy. He is hooded. He's very creepy. I don't want to tell you he wears a hood all the time. He is special. Yeah, he's different. Things. He's a little special, a little different. Yeah, because why not? Yeah, all the cool kids are doing it. He's a lot of fun. I'm going to take a break real quick. Let's run a commercial. You guys, we haven't done the Pharaoh's Curse in a day or two. Let's do the Pharaoh's Curse. I'll be back with coffee in hand in just a minute.
Mi burrito es tan bueno. It burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco bueno. It stings like a bee. They told me she was a sister. Now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's Curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penal plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penal plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penal plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.
All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you all for letting us take a break and get some coffee. I had a piece of candy because I'm not a healthy person. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have some interesting episodes coming up. This in a couple of episodes. I don't want you to look. I don't want you to get ahead of yourself. I just want you to know that if you get emotional and need to reach out to me through Discord, I will understand. Yeah, so don't go looking ahead. Just
I'm just trying to figure out where I am.
519.
19? Okay.
Season 5. Menace is the one you last watched.
That's right. Okay.
519. Yeah. That's good shit. But you got a lot of good stuff coming in ahead of you. Let me see here. Richard Gomez, thank you for joining us this morning. Why? Because we, bro, make Cyrus into pieces. Equus, Ember, Real Talk, Godless are compelled to unalive fewer people by divine command. That's a good point. Very good point. We don't really have a God going around telling us to kill people who don't believe in it. Weird how that works.
Should we?
Maybe. I mean,
maybe that's where we're going wrong.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Is all I'm saying. You know,
might need to adapt and adopt.
Might need to, maybe, possibly,
just like they do.
Very true. Let me see what else we got going on here. Now I didn't do a poll because if you want to, you can tell us if you like Event Horizon in the chat. One of the things, though, again, about that I do find interesting about those kind of movies is how science fiction, not history fiction, deals with hell. Science fiction in the future with science and all this stuff. I see more, I feel, I could be wrong, movies about that than you see about Dante's Inferno or some guys in the 17th century having to fight off demons or some bullshit. I mean, but so I think it's cool. I enjoy the connection between the two.
I would have loved if they didn't use the word hell, if they just described it as a dimension of pure chaos and evil. I mean, that would have worked. Yeah. I think that was pretty descriptive, and we're seeing all the images. I mean, that's like, I get where you're going, but then they had to throw in the H word, the hell. So is hell a different dimension? Is that what, I guess that's what they're saying, or not?
That's kind of the way it's always been projected. I thought it was a different different level, a different layer. You know, we're not on the same. Is where I thought heaven and hell were, because you can't see them or go to them. It's not like we can go, oh, look, there's heaven up there. We can't hear the, you know, so I always thought they were on like a different level somehow. I'm trying, the word is not working for me. I'm trying to find a word and it's just not happening. Well, but on a different level. Go ahead.
I don't even know. I don't know. I really don't know, because Sheol is just under the ground. It's like on this earth, under the earth. And then they take that word and combine it together. So there's going to be scriptures that talk about like under the ground. So I thought it was I thought they thought it was like the center of the earth or some weird shit.
I'll tell you, yeah. I'll tell you what, let's do this. So let's give the hell place the benefit of the doubt. Okay. From Event Horizon. Let's take that. That other universe, let's just say it's hell. Now, they use the H word to describe it only because that's what it looks like based on what we know. I mean, the dude's speaking Latin and they're pulling their own eyes out and there's blood everywhere. It's kind of, where did the people who wrote about hell get their notions of hell in this universe, assuming, right? By peeking into that universe. They gave it a name that just happens to be the name they gave it. And you know what I mean? It is the place. Arose by any other name, you know. That's just kind of but what I'm trying to say is, in that universe, the people who created hell in their minds back in the whatever days, were seeing that other universe, and that's how they interpreted it. Now I'm just babbling nonsense.
No, I'm trying to follow you. I was just trying to follow what you were saying. The people in that universe. You're talking about the movie,
right? In the world, the movie.
About which people? Right. You're talking about the hell universe.
No, in the Event Horizon.
Okay.
2,000 years ago, whenever people were writing about hell and all the things, or whoever were writing about hell, that these people got their notions of where hell came from. Those people 1,000 years ago, in the ancient churches in that universe, had somehow peeked into this other universe that Sam Neill's character sees as hell. And they just give it the same name because it's just what it looks like. Anyway, it just, that's kind of is weird. I don't know. I was weird. It wasn't helping very much.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because so there's people in this hell universe.
I would guess.
Wouldn't and how did those people? So it has to be the real hell, because the only way you'd get there,
right,
is unless you were in a ship that, or you died and were a bad person and you're in this now hell universe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So you can either die and be a bad person, or you can open up this wormhole thingy and also go to hell if you would like to.
I think that kind of makes sense. That's kind of where, yeah. It was. Yeah. One of the things though is whenever you have a choice. Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. Whenever, like die, that's the way to go. So whenever you do bad, and like people believe you have an energy, an aura of energy about you. Mm-hmm. So as you're going through life and you do good, that aura turns blue. And then as you do bad, it turns to the red. What? Anyway, so as it goes, turns to the red. So it's going to be on a spectrum between red and blue, somewhere in the purple, right? If it's a little to the left of the purple towards the red, you go to hell. There's like a frequency of energy that just slips you into that other universe. And there's an alternate and that's, I have no idea, but that's, how do they get there if they don't have a light speed ship?
Yeah, right.
And what do the people there do all day?
They're just fed images, bad images, I guess, is what that's about. That's the torment for ever and ever.
For ever and indeed ever, I think, as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sapien Cephalopod says that was an epically dumb movie where they tunnel to the center of the earth. Oh, you guys are talking about, yeah, I've seen some epically, those things here. Never really enjoyed.
Go ahead. I was just saying, I never would have touched that liquid stuff. That when
stupid, right?
Boy, or whatever they call him, baby boy or teddy bear.
He had the stupid ball, didn't he? He had the stupid ball. Remember we talked about the stupid ball with Alien X? How they just one character gets the stupid ball. Why would you touch that? Why would you even? What would compel you?
You arrive on a ship where everybody's dead. You're seeing like blood frozen up on the walls and such. Why? You don't know what killed those people. I don't even know how. Like, I don't even know why they all. There's just so many things. It's a movie, obviously, but no, you would not have found me walking up to that damn ball and touching some gooey stuff. That was stupid.
Yeah.
He was lucky that the guy who basically saved him and then he saved everybody almost, like a few times. I don't remember his character because he wasn't always in it. No, not him. Well, he did too. Yeah. But I can't remember his character. He was the one helping to weld outside. And he got blew. He got blew away, but then he used his air to come back and yeah. Yep. He saved baby boy too, but like my gosh, I kind of feel like maybe you just should have let that boy die when he was getting sucked out into space. Like maybe you should have just let that happen.
I'm just saying you're doing the gene pool a favor.
Would he be living a happy life after experiencing coming back from that, knowing that exists now? If that is like the hell that we've been told exists all our life, that's the hell. Hell, no.
Right. Nope. What the hell's wrong with these people? Yeah, again, especially whenever they do such stupid things. Maybe one of these days you'll get around to watching Alien Earth. You might like it. But man, there's some dumb shit in there. You think that touching the ball thing was stupid? There's
there's stupid stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, and it makes me angry. It gets my blood pressure up. I start getting hot. I don't want to talk about Alien Earth. It's bad. That's bad. People get paid millions of dollars to write bad science fiction. Bad science fiction.
They do. Some even make religions out of it, Chris.
Very true.
There's that. Just saying.
There is that. Scientology. Looking at you, Scientology. Listen, Scientology, if you're watching. Apologies. Ricardo Gomez. He won the Darwin Award. I guess he kind of did. The guy who stuck his head. The guy with the stupid ball. The Darwin Award, though, technically, and it may apply to this guy, but my understanding of the Darwin Award only applies if you haven't had children.
Oh, because you're stopping.
Yeah, your idiot line from progressing. Yeah, if you've had children, then you really don't get the Darwin Award because you still tainted our.
I see.
Yeah, that's kind of my thinking. I may be wrong. It's been a while or two. Let's see. Yeah, you got some interesting stuff coming up on your.
But if you experienced that, like all of them experienced, and then you some of them got, I guess 3 of them got rescued, and hopefully made it home with nothing attached to them. Because what was it that came back? The ship was alive. Was the ship alive?
Yeah. Was it like Serenity?
Yeah, right. I mean, why did you call it she? Like, why ship a she?
They do that a lot. That's an old time thing that goes all the way back to the ocean days. Calling the matter of fact, that's kind of one of the few ways in our language where we maintain the masculine and feminine pronouns for objects. Because like in Spanish or French, it'll be le or la or le, depending on the masculine or feminine. But with ships is kind of one of the few, L or la, what is one of the few ways we still do that.
Yep.
Yeah, cool stuff. Geo Sam, it's in eternal.
I'd prefer women not referred to as objects, but yeah.
Of course. Well, one of the things that I have to say, it doesn't happen often. One of the ways I feel about that in this case is it venerates women. These men love their ships. That's why they name them. It's a little different than other ways in which they objectify women.
I get it,
yeah.
but I still feel as though like that's a benevolent sexism. Like, oh, I love this so much, I want to call this. It's fine. I get it. I get it. It's like,
I
and
wonder
it's
how
almost
you would,
traditional at
yeah,
this point, you know?
yeah. I
Do
wonder
it.
how that idea would fare in a foreign language like French or something, where almost everything has a feminine noun. Some they've done things where they ask people about like a bridge is a bridge, describe a bridge. And so a German person will describe a bridge as being strong and mighty and all this stuff. But a French person would drive it as delicate and being able to, because one is based on a masculine word and the other one sees it as a feminine word. And they'll describe them differently based on that. Bridge is a horrible example, and I didn't do a very good job, but I'm just saying that they have different masculine and feminine, and people actually literally think about those items in those ways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we don't do that. Just imagine how exhausting that must be for those people.
Yeah, that
anyway.
it would be. And sometimes too, like I would, like when I was learning Spanish and stuff, like it makes me mad because I really love Spanish and I was pretty fluent. Like I could have a conversation. I could listen better than I could speak it, and I could read it far better than anything because it's easier to read if you know what the words are. But I lost it. But I would confuse the L with the la, la telefono, or as a L telephone, like, God damn it, or the O instead of the like, damn it.
Yep.
We've got a word for us, and then we've got the word for you, and then we've got the word for when it's for me. Like, how many versions of the one word are we going to have?
One of the things I found interesting about Spanish that I haven't found in any of the other languages necessarily that I've studied is that with Spanish, you can leave off a lot of the thing. You can just say, you don't have to say I, me, you, whatever. The verb you use describes what you're saying. So you don't say, yo
hablo español.
Right. Yeah. It's actually just be hablo español because the yo is, built in. It took me a while to get over that. I was like, what the hell, man? Then I go around still saying it, yo quiero Taco Bell. Oh, really? So that's wrong.
But that's, I mean, they do, well, at least for me, they did that in school. They teach you the proper way. And then when you like speak to your friends, you realize like, that's just not how they can tell, even if your accent was good, they could tell that you learned it in school because you would do things like that. Be like very proper about it.
True. Interesting. Let me see over here. Check this out real quick.
Soy de los Estados Unidos.
Soy de los Estados Unidos. The conjugation de las verbas está implicado del objeto. That's kind of one of the things too, is that you have to conjugate. Not only do they have different verbs for different people, but they also have different verbs for, it's complicated. It hurts my brain. My brain gets hurt. But I enjoy it. They're pretty languages. They're beautiful.
Yeah, I wish I really do. I really wish I spoke another language.
There's, what's that?
I just envy people who do.
Right. Envy those who can. God will clear all your negative thoughts in your mind. Happiness will keep increasing there. I see what, like, Legend of Jedi says, where in the Bible does it say that? Do you just make this stuff up? Have you not read your Bible? I'm just asking because, if you've read the Bible, God is not about love or forgiveness or thoughtfulness or happiness or wisdom or none of that business. It's all about die or do what I say, do what I say or be hurt. So this whole notion you get, paradise, there's nothing like boredom in paradise. Because God will clear all your negative thoughts in your mind. Really, you want that? You'd want that.
Like an eraser?
Just to take your agency completely away from you. That's heaven? That's stupid.
You remember, did you ever see that movie with Jim Carrey? Something of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
Where they were
Sunshine of the Spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one, Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, something like that, where you can pay to have your like
Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Sunshine. Okay, where you can pay to get your memories erased. Is that kind of what it's like? Because wouldn't that have to be what it's like? Because if I was someone who went to heaven and I knew that there was this place, hell, and that my husband was there or whatever, I'm sure he won't be, but my husband was there, you would have to erase my memory of him, because elsewise I would be expecting him to be with me eventually at some point, and why wouldn't he be?
Or you'd be eternally distraught knowing he's in hell. One of the, either way,
Right.
you know?
Exactly. You'd have to erase him completely, because I'd know, I'd be waiting, and then I would not be, I couldn't be happy knowing he's being tortured.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird thinking. It's like kind of like, you know, all right, so you're going to get up in heaven, and then we're going to use the cloud. Okay. Cloud analogy. You're going to get up in heaven and look down from the cloud at your family members burning in hell for all eternity. And you're okay with that, because God's just going to wipe that shit out and make everything good. You're not going to get bored because God's going to get in there and tinker with your brain like some sort of, that's just ridiculous.
If he could do that, if he could do all that, why wouldn't you just make it so that down here we didn't have the need to be separated in death? We would all just be in the same place.
Right. Why is it so powerless in this universe? Why is this God creature so powerless in this universe if it can do all those things? Maybe the devil is more powerful in this universe. It actually gets in your brains and goes, hey, man, you need to jack off about that. Does it all the time to me.
Yeah, what is it? Maybe this universe, I mean, or this earth or whatever, maybe he didn't create it. If he doesn't have control and power over it.
Maybe.
If he holds no authority here.
Yeah, well, allegedly, that's, some people like to say that he gave Satan the earth. Satan, you know, I'm like, that's just stupid too. Left-Handed Jedi for $5 says, in one of the Storyteller episodes, The Soldier in Death, he goes to heaven and the souls he brings with him lose their memories. Yikes. Yeah. One of the Storyteller episodes. Interesting.
Of what is this?
A series, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard about it.
Goes to heaven, and the souls he brings with him lose them. Oh, okay. So I guess they must have needed to lose their memories. Elsewise, they'd remember something that would make them sad.
Sad. Yes, they'd be very sad all the time. I really, again, I still think the boredom, you know, the people, like a lot of people here, they're like, they shun worldly things because they expect wealth in the afterlife. It's like they're you think, oh, they're not greedy. They're giving their stuff away. No, they're uber greedy. They're super greedy. They think that if they give their shit to you, they're going to be wealthy forever in the afterlife.
So what, in the afterlife, is it more like socialism, where God gives you, does God give you all this money, this wealth, this house, this or whatnot?
Fantastic question. And then there's the deal. Whenever you read the story about what it's like in heaven, the streets are paved with gold, the huge, the gates are made of pearls. It's like the whole, so if everything is made of gold and pearls and gems and diamonds, what is wealth? What is value?
Right.
What does it matter?
That's like printing a shit ton of money and passing it out to people and saying, hey, you're all rich.
No, everybody's rich. None money doesn't matter. You can carry that $1,000 bills in a wheelbarrow down there and can't buy bread with it.
Yeah. You were saying one of the countries, which country?
Germany.
Was that? Germany
After World War II. Yep. Before they were getting rich, they were getting stupid rich, like some Americans we might know. But afterwards.
So in heaven, it's okay for that to happen.
To be greedy.
But if we were down here and we were like, hey, why don't we have the government do a bit more for us? And that would be
that's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad. Right.
But if it's in heaven, that's good. Okay.
I wonder, let's see, I want to just check and see. It's been a while since I've looked into it. The descriptions of heaven in the Bible. I'm sure there's different ones.
There's a Trump Tower in heaven.
I guess maybe I'm speaking incorrectly. It's not heaven. It's the new paradise, the new city of paradise. Maybe we call it heaven, but it's a city of the city, the New Jerusalem afterwards is going to have streets paved of gold, you know, so maybe not heaven per se.
To be fair. You know why? Because I never thought that I was going there. So I didn't really I can't say that I paid too much attention. There's so much in the Bible I still need to read with a atheist lens instead of the biblical lens.
Yeah, and see if you can parse it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
KCA Randy, good morning, KCA Randy. It's been a while since we've seen you. I hope everything is going great in your world. Neuro Geezer is here. Thank you for joining us as well. It's Friday, guys. Did y'all have a good week? Stay out of trouble? Did you sin? Did you blaspheme? I sinned and blasphemed. I was a blasphemer. Real Talk says, what do you think we'll be doing in paradise? What do you see? This is the thing, Real Talk. Since you're the Christian, you're the believer. What's important is what you think you'll be doing in paradise. We don't believe in paradise. You're not going to be in paradise. You're going to close your eyes, and that's it. The blackness you go into is the same blackness you came from. But you base your life and actions and how you treat others on what you think is waiting for you after. So really, it's more about what you think.
Yeah, I'm curious on. Well, I don't even. Do we know what religion Real Talk is?
I'm presuming Christian's been defending the Christian.
But is he like what flavor?
Whoa, true. Good question.
What flavor of Christian is it?
Yeah. It's like that movie, and I haven't seen it, but the Civil War movie where Jesse Plankton, they're like, we're Americans. He's like, yeah, but what kind of Americans are you? Yeah.
Right.
I don't see a response yet. Think about the most boring meeting you've ever been in. Well, I mean, how boring would heaven be? I mean, you have a fun life only because you get away with shit now, but imagine being in heaven, you couldn't get away with nothing.
Oh,
you couldn't do nothing.
Is it like Big Brother? Is there cameras on you at all times? Is there angels?
Do you have sex? Is there sex in heaven? Do you never ever again have any kind of intimacy of sex or any of that business?
Maybe there's no desire for that anymore, because that would take away so much sin, right? Because if you didn't have the desire to want to bone somebody, then that's one whole sin, like gonzo.
Right, just gonzo. You wouldn't even have to worry about that. So what's your thought about that, Real Talk? Eternal fun. See that eternal fun doing what though, man? Come on, give me some detail. Give me some detail.
Is it everybody's own version? Like whatever your version, you get that? Is that what that
like
is?
Like the what dreams may come kind of situation?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like he painted this house or whatever, and that was the house they lived in or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. They think, whichever, it's going to, but where do you get the notion of what are you going to be doing? I'm going to be having eternal fun. Eternal fun doing what? Skiing in heaven? Do they ski in heaven?
Oh, I would ski.
Do they ski? Boating? Do they boat?
Maybe they ski on the clouds.
Maybe they ski on the clouds. If there's boating and skiing, are there fish and birds? Do they eat in heaven? Have you thought of any of this yourself?
Because
Mr. Real Talk?
Like, I have to tell you, I live to eat.
Me too.
So if you take that desire away from me, I'm just saying you're going to take a whole lot of joy from my life.
Yeah, and so now we're up in heaven, and what do we eat? God loves a smelling burning flesh.
What if it's manna?
In the Bible, they act manna. Manna sucks, right? It's very boring. They hated manna. They get right. Oh, imagine they couldn't manage on manna for 40 years. Just imagine eternity on manna. But we have to assume they're in heaven, so they're going to be eating the finest of goat, right? Goats die in heaven. There's somebody there in heaven who goes around killing animals so they can feed other people. These are thoughts you probably should consider. I want to have heavenly foods and drinks. Is that cool? What's heavenly food and drink? Even God gave his people literal food, and they rejected it. They rejected it so much, and he fucking sent snakes in to bite them for rejecting the manna. You want heavenly food? This person has never been. Ambrosia. People, if you're watching, if you want an example of somebody who's never read their Bible or has no idea what their religion is about or what it comes to, this person is a perfect specimen. You should examine them. We're going to go to a commercial. Let's do this thing here. I'm going to holy halos. We'll be back. Next up in the Bark Bank, a clergyman with a holy hustle and maybe a few unholy loopholes.
Hi, Barks.
Blessings and belly rubs to you all. I'm Father Flanagan, and today I'm here seeking $50,000 for 3% of my soul-saving startup, Holy Halos, the world's first, soon-to-be, church-approved condoms. Following the ways of the Lord can be hard and often require sacrifices of the flesh. Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of Holy Halo condoms.
Hold on, Father. The church very much doesn't like condoms. How do you expect to sell these?
Well, you're right, but these aren't just any condoms. No, my furry financiers, these are permeable. But every single halo has been dipped in holy water, a divine divider between you and sin. You can finally frolic freely and still keep that sweet spot in heaven. Permeable, but dipped in holy water to keep the sin out, but let the babies in.
Let you get your stick wet without getting your stick stuck.
If you know what I mean.
Oh my! Very embarrassing every time.
So basically they don't work as condoms, but they let you get away with having sex without going to hell?
Exactly. The church gets to keep making babies, but you don't have to keep going to confession. Think of it. No more guilt. No more awkward "I'm saving myself for marriage" speeches. With Holy Halos, you can take those pray hands and turn them into lay hands.
Didn't I read that holy water is full of bacteria like E. coli? Won't this be harmful to women's health?
The words are English, but I don't understand the question.
How are you addressing the issue holy water presents for women's health?
Again, I'm not understanding.
She does that. Well, we don't get it either.
Is that mesh from a window screen?
Ah, that's a keen eye you have there, young lass. Yes, yes. Another fine selling point, rough on the outside to increase her shame, as it should be, but soft and smooth on the inside, internally lubed and ribbed for his pleasure. We even have custom scents.
Scents? Now you have my attention. What flavors we talking? Don't pitch me that vanilla missionary nonsense, Padre.
Well, we do have virgin vanilla, but we also have miracle mint and cooing camel, and my personal favorite, sweat of the Savior.
And the Vatican, they've blessed this endeavor?
Well, not exactly. I'm still waiting on the papal decree one way or the other.
I love it, but you're asking 50 grand for only 3%. That's rough, Father, real rough.
Not running with the big dogs on this one. I'm gonna stay on the porch.
Me too. Good luck, Father. 15%.
Ouch, 15%, that's highway robbery even for the church.
Come on, Father. We're dogs. We know a bone when we see one. 10%, and we'll even bless your branding.
Look, meet me in the middle, 7%, and I'll baptize all your puppies.
7% worse for me. Father Flanagan, it looks like
Wait a second. Our producers say we have a special call-in bidder. Let's get him up on the screen. Folks, we have the guardian of the sacred fire hydrant himself.
Oh no.
Defender of the holy tennis ball and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poops a Lot the fifth.
Flanagan!
Yes, your poetry.
50,000 at 20%.
20%?
And you get to keep calling yourself a father.
Sold to the pup in the very fine hat.
I knew you'd see it my way.
You're very wise, your hiney. Would there be anything else?
You may leave.
Father Flanagan's line of holy halos, ultra thin, spiritually thick. Available in 3 sizes: conservative, medium, and liberal.
All right, we are back. All right, everybody. I hope you had a great little commercial thingy there. I wasn't really paying any attention to the chat to see if real talk. Ryan, I would like to have a roasted turkey. What would you prefer if you get to heaven?
Again, that's to heaven.
Yeah. Evan, what would you have?
Well, so if I got to heaven,
Yeah,
what
we're
if
doing the
you could
thing.
only what if you could only have one meal? Like, what if that's the thing? Like, you get like what you like, but it's the only
True.
thing you get.
Based on God's notions, his own notions in his own book, he's pretty keen on one meal, one kind of food.
Yeah.
Just one forever. But anyway, turkey. Let's just go with the presumption. What is your heavenly food, girl? If heaven were real and you were there and the angel comes over and is like, girl, what do you want? You've been starving and you need it. What do you want?
Oh man, you guys are gonna hate me. I want like a pizza or stromboli.
Oh, there you go. No. You do you, right?
That's
This is
horrible, but
heaven.
that is what I would choose.
That's quite all right. That's, get what you get. What would the evil one
What would
recently
you want?
made chili. Now I wouldn't want this for my eternal meal. I just want to say if it would be like a Tuesday meal for me for sure. It was a baked potato with like the fixins, but with chili on top and then butter.
Yum.
My goodness. Now, the evil one has struggled, and if she's watching, please don't kill me, struggled for years trying to make chili, like red chili. She can make some white chili that's pretty good. I love her white chili, but the meat, I kind of guess it's the weird anyway. But the red chili's always been like a hit or miss.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a miss. But this time, not this time.
Oh, she got it. She did really good. Yeah.
Oh, she did. This week here, I had baked potatoes with chili on it twice, yesterday and Tuesday. Monday or Wednesday, Wednesday I had a bowl of chili. I don't know. And chili, yeah. Pardon me.
Wowsies. You must have really liked it, especially if you're having it multiple times this week.
And there's actually some left in there, and I'm going to go eat it.
You can eat the rest of it.
I will eat the rest of it. The evil one said I could have it. One of the things I really enjoyed doing it with a baked potato, putting it on a baked potato and mixing it all up. The problem is the baked potato is an hour-long wait for it to cook.
Yeah.
I have heard some people have said that there's this what's this thing called? A microwave.
Oh.
And you can actually put them in microwaves and it'll only take like 4 minutes.
I put mine in the microwave sometimes and then pop it into the oven so it can kind of like crisp up like on the outside. Okay. But
it even mentioned that because whenever I was looking it up, some people said to do that because some people enjoy the crisp on the outside. Yeah,
you just have to make sure you like cut into the potato because it will explode.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's true. That's why you poke holes in it before, though.
Yeah,
You're supposed to poke holes. Oopsie. Let's see here. Thank you all for joining us on this Sci-Fi Friday. White beans and chicken. That's kind of what's in the white chili. And that's, I don't know, maybe it's ground chicken I'm not loving. I don't know. I think she switched to ground turkey or something. I don't know. It just wasn't working for me. I love turkey bacon, though.
I love turkey bacon.
Yeah, turkey bacon is just...
But ground turkey, I mean, it's okay, but it's not. I'm not a big fan.
I never thought I would be a turkey bacon kind of guy.
It's really good.
It really is. Double G says microwave potatoes suck compared to oven baked ones. I believe you, but there's an hour-long wait, and I'm not looking for a cuisine.
And
I'm looking for.
If you're putting sour cream and you're putting chili and cheese, and like are you even going to notice that much?
Right. If you were going to sit down and just eat that with like some butter, maybe a potato, then I feel you. But this might not work.
That might be a little rough.
Might be asking a bit much. True. Go here. It's going to be very disappointed.
Oh, yes. Miss Non Sequitur says, don't forget to join me tonight for Friday night fun.
That's right.
What time is it again, Miss Sequitur? I'm sorry. Oh, she put the link there.
I believe it's 9. That's the link to the Discord server. I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern or 10 Eastern. Because it's 8 o'clock my time, I think. Let me pin that for her, though, in the chat, guys. Go. Why isn't it letting me pin it? There it is. Pin message. Okay, we'll put this on the top live chat. There we go. Much better.
Mushroom bacon, AJ?
I've never heard of mushrooms.
I make mushroom bacon. I mean, I love mushrooms. I'll eat mushrooms any which way. You can fry them up. Like I can eat them raw on a salad. I mean, they're good.
I didn't know they did mushroom bacon.
I know that they have mushrooms that are so like chunky that people feel as though like when they're seasoned right, it's almost like a steak. So
really,
you probably can make practically anything out of them.
One of the things I like now that I never thought I would like is almond milk.
Yeah, I like almond milk too. Yeah. I drink oat milk on the regular.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't use milk anymore.
No, I switched to almond milk for my cereal just because the wife, she said, like, try it. So I tried it, and usually the cereal's so sweet and the milk, but so I've been doing it ever since. Now for me to eat cereal with real milk, it's like, oh, okay, I guess I will. Yeah. But the wife is actually.
I have milk in the house is because my husband uses it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Real talk. Equus, you couldn't get lamb brain in your area. I don't think you can eat every dish of each country. You're not talking about in heaven. I got you.
I definitely could not eat every dish from every country.
No. That too would be a hell of its own. Either eating the same thing all the time or eating something different every day and never being able to have the same thing all the time. Either one would be.
Especially if you really like something and the other things maybe you're trying aren't so good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? So before we were engaged, my husband took me to New York, and he took me to this really fancy restaurant. He wanted to do something nice for me. So he took me to a really fancy restaurant. Well, unfortunately, I can be a picky eater, but I wanted to try everything that was put in front of me. But so everything was like these small little bites, and there were several of them. Like it was this whole like chef's choice thing. So it was just one little plate after another of these little bites, of which I literally took like the teensiest bite of a majority of it because I just like some of it was like caviar. I'm sorry, it's just
really?
not my thing.
Not your bag.
Yeah, and I felt so incredibly bad because eventually the waiter came out and he's like, the chef wants to know, is everything okay? And I was like, can you please tell the chef this has nothing to do with him and everything to do with my weird taste? Please apologize. I felt so incredibly bad. And the only thing I really liked was they gave us like a few desserts, and they were like super. They were like, so I knew the chef was good. And my husband liked everything. I just like some things were like these little jelly. I didn't even know I don't remember what it was, but they were like little jelly balls. I couldn't do it, Chris. I just couldn't do it. And wait, I didn't tell you the best part. I thought that possibly he was going to propose to me. So he didn't. He proposed elsewhere. But I was so nervous because I was just nervous because I thought maybe he was going to propose, and I felt bad because he's trying to do something nice for me, and I wasn't eating anything. Oh my gosh!
Oh wow!
I'm memory to tell people now, but like when it comes to food, consistency sometimes can really mess me up.
Absolutely. Yeah, it makes sense. There are just a lot of things that I find some things I just can't eat. I can't eat meat off the bone. I could in a bind. If I was starving hard enough, I could, but I mean, to me, it's gross.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a modern man in the 21st century. I am not a fucking Neanderthal out there chomping meat off. And
like going to the Renaissance Fair with one of them big thigh bone thing. Carry those around.
Yeah.
So wings, you don't eat like hot wings or anything like that? Nope.
I'll eat chicken nuggets. I'll eat the wing meat, or whatever. I'll eat the chicken meat. I just won't eat the
boneless. I like boneless wings.
Yeah. So there's things like that. And hamburger, or a steak, or cow meat, however you form it. It has to be well done.
Right.
Yeah. I know people don't like that. Yeah. It's just raw meat. Who wants raw meat? I don't want raw meat. Lil of all trades. Good morning, Lil of all trades says same here. Yeah. So some of the raw meat is just raw meat. That's just nasty. And they come out there and they're like, just knock the horns off of it and throw it on my plate. And I'm like, no.
There's
gross.
Like some of my family, Kubi, it's raw meat. I just couldn't. I love you, but I can't do it. Yeah. And there's some people who do that, like at the fancy restaurants with these globs of I don't get it.
Oof. I went
Sorry.
to I went to eat this at I think it was like a Chili's or something with this work person, and I got a salad because I like the salad, with all the shit on it. This guy got a rare steak, a raw steak. It was raw, and I swear his cow was trying to eat my salad. That's how a good veterinarian could have had this so much back on his feet in 20 minutes. That's how raw it was. It still had a name. It would respond.
Oh no! Hear the bell. Cowbell.
Cowbell, yeah. It's the meat indoctrination. We see blood and think animal. We don't see blood, and we separate it and no longer feel like we're eating dead flesh. Yeah, I guess that's not, it's not wrong.
Well, JWs are super weird about that. Like you can't have stuff bloody.
Really?
There was a time, is it sizzling? It was a bacon. Do you remember sizzling? I think it was sizzling.
Oh yeah.
There was a bacon that we weren't allowed to buy and eat because they thought it was too bloody. That's how weird they were about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that whole kerfuffle.
I've had
The weirdest thing in the world.
I have to say there are bacons I don't like. They come out, the thick bacon that comes out like that, that's all floppy and raw. I don't like that bacon. They call it thick.
No, my
thick
bacon has to be
cut or
crispy.
something. Yes, crispy bacon.
I can't. I just can't.
I'm just one of those. I can't either. Austin Sims says I was a vegetarian for 5 years and I was the healthiest I've ever been. Simply like the discipline and spare time to meal plan. Yeah.
I feel that I could totally be a vegetarian. I am so lazy. That's my problem. But my daughter and my son-in-law are vegetarians, or maybe it's just my daughter. So, sometimes I cook vegetarian so that way we can share and have meals together and stuff. So
Gotcha.
Not opposed to it. I just need to plan a little bit.
Kelly Laughlin says, he just said, walk the cow in the sun for 10 minutes and bring it to me.
Bring it back, would you? Would you bring it back?
Yeah, that's how raw he likes his.
Gosh damn. I was going to say something. I don't remember now.
That's all right. Must have been a lot.
Oh, that's what it was.
A lot.
Back to the like heaven thing, heaven and hell thing. As for heaven, in Genesis, it gives the impression that everybody was supposed to eat the plants. God gave you the plants of the field. He gave the animals the plants, and that's how that was like his idea of perfection. It seems from what the story says. So would that possibly mean that perfection to him is just everybody? If you eat, if you're still able to eat, would you just be eating plants? Would it just be a garden and you get to eat from the garden?
That's an interesting question. Well, it's funny that why do you ever wonder, I mean, just when you stop and think about it, why they would all go, okay, everybody here just eats plants. We all just eat plants. Plants bring us our food. And then you do something wrong, and now we have to start eating animals. Isn't that weird? You have to start being cruel to animals because you did something wrong. Not that you ate an animal even, or did anything to an animal. It's just you did something wrong.
You're responsible for bringing blood into it, for bringing spilling of blood into it.
Yeah.
And not the person not the being who gave us that punishment.
Creature. Right. So true.
Well, he's always able to skirt around that, isn't he?
Funny how that works.
He never gets to take responsibility. It always gets like blown back to the ultimate scapegoat, to the Ha-Satan, to Satan.
Right.
To the guy who's actually a good guy.
He's actually, I've been saying that for a while now. That's a song I've been singing for some time. I know it gets me too.
Jump.
That's okay. Let's go here. Jump scare. Yeah, same thing. Let's see. Somebody said something about pork. Well, I come from the country where raw pork is eaten as well as raw beef. Michael Wolf, that's rough.
Really?
I just want to say eating raw pork has got a lot of negative health benefits and can come with a lot of different very dangerous. You get these parasites that comes with pork that will lodge in your body and fucking kill you.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is weird.
Now, is that because of how they're raised?
They're raised doing that, you think?
Well, I mean, they're raised, you know, they're not naturally stuck in pens with coop and whatnot. They're usually, you know, I mean, and they're, so is that, does that come from how they're raised, or is it just how they are naturally?
I don't know. It just kind of seems like we're talking an entire culture.
RFK got his brainworm.
It's hard to see. Yeah, it's hard to see how they could actually, as a culture, keep it from happening. But I don't know. I really don't know. It's interesting that is how they get worms, though. There's a certain type. Matter of fact, I think it's the first episode of House.
Yeah.
The very first episode of House, a woman comes in the hospital. She's got some kind of problems. They eventually send the doctors to break into her home because doctors do that. And while they're there, one of them eats a piece of ham, and they're like, "Oh, you found ham in the refrigerator? Why didn't you say that? Why are you eating out of their refrigerators?" And they scanned her leg, and sure enough, she's got a worm in her leg that she got from.
Ew.
Fun for the whole family.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. No, thank you.
No, thank you. I'll pass. Hard pass, I'm thinking.
Well, because I know with I think actually, I don't know. Let me say, I actually don't know. But because there are people who eat raw beef and stuff like that, I thought there's more likely if it's raised better, you don't have to worry about there being any kind of issues with doing that. You should not be, I guess I could say. And with chickens, is that the case too? With the eggs, with the salmonella?
There's things, yeah. Well, but it also depends on how we treat them. Eggs have a natural protection against such things. That's why in Europe they don't freeze they don't put their eggs in the refrigerator. But America, we wash that shit off with some kind of chemical.
And then
you have
in
to
the fridge.
Then you have to put them in the refrigerator.
Right.
So there be that. Let's see here.
Yeah, House was a good show. I enjoyed it. Sometimes it was, just the same thing over. Some shows get like that where you're just feeling like, okay, we've seen something similar before.
I liked House for quite a while, and then it just kind of got to where it was
angry.
It wasn't doing right. Yeah, I mean, it's like at first it was kind of fun because he was always solving things, and then it lost the fun because he went from really solving things to just tormenting his students. And then it went from him tormenting his students to him having some sort of affair or wanting to have an affair with his ex-wife and not wanting to have an affair with his ex-wife. And then he gets in trouble with this fucking guy from the police department who follows him around and stalks him, makes his life fucking horrible. It's not the same. The very beginning of the show is fun. It gets to be very not fun later on in the show for me.
Yeah.
Some people dig it. Dan D is here. Good morning, Dan D. Thank you.
Dan D.
Dan D.
Hi, Dandy.
All right. Yeah. Hi, Dan. Thank you for joining us today. Nice to have you with us. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. And Ember, they put too much. Ember said it scrolled too fast. They put too much story into the story. True. Very interesting. I'm going to take a break real quick. We'll be back in just a minute. And let's do this, pup.
Finnegan!
Yes, sir. Very disturbing, I know.
Fetch me Father Finnegan.
Your Highness.
You are in the presence of His Holiness, the Puppius Maximus, guardian of the sacred fire hydrant, defender of the holy tennis ball, and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poopsalop the Fifth.
You're pooped. I heard you have a bone to pick with me.
Condoms, Father Finnegan?
No, thank you. I've got plenty.
That's what I mean. Why are you selling condoms?
Oh, you mean our Pharaoh Sombrero line of condoms. Understood.
You know how we feel about those around here.
Well, they're not to be used by the Catholics, of course.
Not for Catholics?
No, they're part of our Sinner Gonna Sin lack of faith outreach program.
A sinner gonna what?
It's like getting the tithe, but from the heretics and the heathens and the atheists.
Oh, well, when you put it like that,
But, Your Highness, this will reflect very poorly on the church.
true. You know what this means, Flanagan?
Warning label, a warning label on the box, not for Catholics in big letters.
Too subtle.
Instant purgatory if used by Catholics.
I like it. Divine branding.
Excellent, Your Popedom. Will there be anything else?
That will be all. You may leave.
Here we go. All right. Looks like we're back. We may be. Yes, I guess we're back. Austin Sims. Ember says they put. Oh, I'm too. I got to scroll up. I'll be happy for my dirt nap. You know, that's kind of the thing. I don't know. I really haven't heard any description of heaven that would make me interested in going or being there. No. And even the ones that are like, oh, you can do anything you want or you can be anybody you want. Really? Where does it tell you that? Where do you get that idea? Did you just make that up and tell that to me? Did somebody make that up and tell it to you? Or where do you get that? Because in none of the books does it say that. None of them. Way back.
Like, show me the scripture that where you find that all of your heart's desires are fulfilled in heaven. Please show me.
Right. Yes, very true. I gotta do something. Equus, I've been seeing. Okay, you're talking about that. The time of year around here when the deer hunters are gearing up will be offered deer jerky all year round. You know, I used to live in Texas, and we had friends who would go to East Texas because West Texas sucked for hunting, and they would hunt and they would bring back deer, and they would give us venison chili. And it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was delicious. Yeah, it was really good stuff.
I've had it before, and I didn't like it. I have tried things, but I don't like them when I try them. I'll give it a try. I just might not like
no
it.
likey. Understood.
Mm-hmm. It was, I guess it was that gamey, as they say, that gamey flavor. Thanks, Dan B.
Thank you, Dan B. All right. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Dan D.
GG? What's GG?
Godless Granny. Dan D says, saw you on GG the other day, Chris. It was a fun show. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great.
Yeah, Godless Granny's a hoot. She's always a hoot.
She was here this morning, if she's still here.
Was she in the chat earlier?
Yeah, she might just be listening but not talking.
Gotcha. Yeah, she's busy. Lurking. She may be lurking. I grew up eating venison, squirrels, rabbits, ruffed grouse, wild turkey, and pheasant. Interesting. Equus. Real Talk says this is what paradise is all about. God hasn't given full details about it. Really? Why not? Why not? I mean, that's one of his biggest selling points. You would think he would want you to know what it was. I mean, they did tell you a lot of things. He literally, you may not know this. Clearly, you don't know this. But in the Bible, it actually tells you that God, about the city of paradise after, it hurts my brain. God describes heaven as we talked about this earlier on the show even. Maybe I talk too fast. Do you think I talk too fast, Ryan?
You
talk too fast. I'm not talk too fast. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, hard to keep up with.
I don't know. I feel like it's only, no offense or take offense, but I feel like heaven is Christianity's only selling point.
Yeah. And the whole notion of where do they get it? From Paul. Because Jesus didn't believe in a heaven, did he? All we have is Paul's words.
No, I don't believe he really
because he was a
discussed that.
Jew. He was a Jewish rabbi.
Yeah, he wouldn't have that
Isn't
that
that
was like
interesting?
not really developed yet.
Not big in their plans. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Nor was really Sheil for that matter.
Yeah. Yep. They did develop. It took time, it took time.
Mhm.
I just want to see, this is what paradox. Okay, gotcha. The Mighty Filbert. There you go. Michael Wolf says, most beliefs about scripture don't come from scripture. That's probably very true. Guys, I'm going to take off early today. I'm going to go do my thing. I want to thank Ryan for having a good time with me and thank for the science fiction. I'm going to see you guys Tuesday. You have a wonderful weekend. Send safely, my friends, and you guys take care. We'll see you next week.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booths, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen sink, light the gold candle, don't even think.